In developing countries around the world, throughout Asia and Africa, in Latin America and the Middle East, darkness is giving way to light. Despair is giving way to hope. The goals of Vision 2020, the right to sight, are being realized in the lives of millions of people. Founded in 1999, Vision 2020 is the global joint initiative of the International Agency for the Prevention of Blindness and the World Health Organization. Institutions, corporations, healthcare professionals, governments and non-government organizations have joined forces to rid the world of avoidable blindness. The strategy of Vision 2020 is built upon a foundation of community participation with three essential elements: cost-effective disease control interventions, human resource development, infrastructure development. Because of the steadfast commitment of the Vision 2020 partners, to date, 15 million fewer people are blind compared with projections made at the time of Vision 2020's launch. Working together to eliminate avoidable blindness means that men and women are better able to support and care for their families. In India alone, 4 million more cataract surgeries are now performed each year. In Africa, children now have a better chance of developing to their full potential. When Vision 2020 was launched, 5.9 million people suffered from the effects of blinding trachoma. That number has been reduced to less than 2 million. Because of the efforts of Vision 2020 partners, the number of people blinded by river blindness has been reduced by more than 50%. Thanks to the Merck donation program, more than 75 million people are now treated each year, and the goal of elimination is at last feasible. The Vision 2020 campaign is succeeding on many fronts, but there is still much to be done. Today, 45 million people are blind, 269 million are visually impaired, and most of them live in the developing world. Without effective intervention, the number of blind people will continue to rise. Millions more will have vision so limited they will not be able to lead productive and independent lives. Women face a significantly greater risk of vision loss than men. 2/3 of blind people are female. Aging populations mean that chronic blinding conditions such as diabetic retinopathy will continue to rise. The tragedy is that 80% of blindness is avoidable. Thanks to Vision 2020 advocacy, all of the 193 World Health Organization member states have promised eye care investment. Those promises must be kept if we are to meet the reachable goal of eliminating avoidable blindness. Australia, China, Pakistan and India have all made significant financial commitments to eye health programs, and more governments must follow.
On 11th October, IAPB supporters, including renowned VIPs and diplomats, gathered in Geneva to mark the midpoint of the Vision 2020 The Right to Sight global initiative. New estimates show the adoption of wider public health programs, combined with the work of Vision 2020, has resulted in a decline of more than 10% in blindness and visual impairment worldwide. Newly released data from the World Health Organization indicates that an estimated 285.3 million people are blind or visually impaired. That's a reduction from 314 million people in 2004. 39.8 million of these people are blind, a reduction of more than 5 million in 6 years. Vision 2020 is working. The meeting in Geneva serves as a milestone. To quote Dr. Boutros Boutros-Ghali, it is a stake in the ground. The work accomplished so far is cause for celebration, but not complacency. In the words of Archbishop Emeritus Desmond Tutu, When someone has their sight restored, a whole new world of opportunity opens for them. Employment, relationship, respect, things that are too often denied people with disabilities. Still, too many people are without those basic rights, simply because they cannot see. With the support of 111 member organisations and sponsors, including Standard Chartered Bank, Merck & Company, SIBA Vision and DSM Nutrition, the Geneva meeting reaffirmed commitments to Vision 2020, the right to sight. As IAPB CEO Peter Ackland maintains, the simple fact is that avoidable blindness can be eliminated, and that is the heart of Vision 2020's mission.
As we move closer and closer to the year 2020, now is the time for action. Now is the time to refocus on the mission that we accepted in 1999, to create a world in which no one is needlessly blind, and where those with unavoidable vision loss can achieve their full potential. Avoidable blindness robs millions of their right to sight. Imagine if, working together, we could eliminate it. Vision 2020, the right to sight.